right.
Now, look, but real quick before I start, do you want me to introduce you as Spenser Sterling, J Sterling, Mitt Music?
Spenser Sterling is fine.
Spencer, all right, there you go. I just wanted to make sure.
No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know how it is. Oh man, I've dealt with it
personas.
before with other artists. Yeah, someone call someone by the wrong alias and they hold it against you.
Like, oh, whoa.
No, that's not my name. No, no.
Mm-hmm.
So
right,
I've been
right
called
ahead,
Pro Kid for a minute. All right.
Pro
Lyrical.
Kid, isn't it like the shoes? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pro Kids. Yeah. Or this one other motherfucker had the nerve to keep calling me Pro the Kid when he knew my name was Kid Pro, and he kept trying to be a jackass about it.
You know, let's beat his ass.
Every time he'd see me, Pro the Kid, Pro the Kid.
I gotta keep this part. I gotta keep this part.
Word.
Fuck that guy, man. He moved to Cali and swore he's gonna be the next Kanye. He didn't do shit.
Oh shit.
Well done.
Like
well
that,
done
man.
for him.
Yeah, well done for him. I don't know where that nigga is.
Yeah.
All right. You got your light ready? You good?
Yeah, I just realized I was getting all dark and shit. Go ahead.
Turn up. All right, word up. All right. Lyrical Fix, we're back with our second guest of the day. Shout out to Nova Soprano who just did our interview. We have another guest here in the building with us. Again, as always, honored, blessed, pleasantly surprised over to have one of our guests. I met this man years ago, very randomly. And we've hung out and had sessions, have songs together, but we're going to get to talk to him today and get to know some more about him. Welcome to the Lyrical Fix podcast. Spenser Sterling, make some noise, people. Where's our machine right here?
Hello, hear you.
It's not that loud, but I got it.
On the episode, it's gonna sound crazy. We're in fucking Master Garden, everybody just on their feet, standing, clapping. They're not calling you by your wrong name. They're not calling you Pro the Kid.
Pro the Kid.
Pro the Kid. Spenser Sterling, what the fuck is good, my dude? How you been, brother?
How you been, man?
Yo, man. You know what? Even though there's all this shit going on, man, I'm very good, man. I'm blessed. I really can't complain. That's really what it is, man. I'm able to make my music. I'm able to see y'all. I actually did an interview earlier today, you know what I mean? But the person was in Atlanta, so it's kind of cool to be able to connect with people. Like they're here everywhere. Like we're all in Jersey, but like we're talking right now. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is dope. Like, it's kind of an unprecedented time, but I'm good, man. It's good to see y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Likewise, bro. You doing a promo run from your living room or from your bedroom? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm in my bedroom.
Same.
I'm doing Atlanta. I'm doing, I got something in Chicago later tonight. You know what I mean?
Whatever it takes, man. On the move tomorrow, yeah.
Now, are you in essential work or are you staying home during all this? What's up?
Well, I mean, I work in the fitness industry during the day, so I mean, I'm able to actually get into a few places now. But the thing is, like, I work a lot in New York, so a lot of people are like gearing up to open back up. So they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna need you to come in right now." But I'm one of the few people that have actually been able to keep their job. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people who I do work with who are furloughed, who have been laid off, or just fired completely. So. It's tough, man, for some people, which is, like I said, I'm very blessed, man. Definitely.
Okay. And you said you've been able to get more music done, or at least still be able to get your music done at a regular routine.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was gonna get into is that has being in quarantine, has that like stopped your creative process? I've seen some people saying that they just can't seem to find anything in them. Like, it's not like a writer's block, but they're just very distracted by what's going on. Has that happened to you?
Not really, man. I mean, I think, since 2015, that's when I came out. That's when I really started releasing music on a regular basis. So I've just never really stopped that, you know what I'm saying? Now, since like last year, like when I came out with For Nip and I did the video and stuff like that, like I just really put it in my head and my spirit. Like, I didn't really care what was going on. Like, I was just going to stay focused and continue to put out music, you know what I mean? So I'm dropping another joint May 29th. And then I have like another project in June, you know what I'm saying? Even though I just came out with something in December. Yeah. So it's just like, I guess it affects me, but it doesn't really affect me when it comes to like writer's block. But I will say this though, bro, when it comes to finding a routine, you know what I'm saying? When you're used to like getting up and going to work or whatever, it's different when you get up and then you got to like go into the lab, or you got to like find something to do before you go into the lab, you know what I mean? Because you want to be productive, right? So sometimes it was a little tough doing that the first few weeks, but you know, I kind of found a rhythm, you know, just like hopefully everyone's doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like some people like forcing it, like they're forcing to be creative.
Yup.
Yeah, because there was so many people saying before, like, take this time to be creative. So there was, I even went through it where it was a week where I just, or 2 weeks where creative, I couldn't do it. I had nothing to give out. But
yeah, it's
I
like the
think just
power
the
of the meme.
pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, the power of some stupid fucking meme. We talked about this like at length a couple times.
Yeah.
Like there was this one meme going around. If you're not learning a new hustle, if you're not gaining a side business, then you're not lazy. You lack discipline. And like that somehow got into people's minds and in their subconscious. And it's like, shit, if I'm not doing something, if I'm not coming out of this with like a better body or a new business, then what am I doing with myself? I finally
I'm a loser.
I'm a loser. I'm worthless. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And you're seeing all these single moms and all these older heads, they're turning into YouTube fitness stars, and like they're selling all this other stuff now, trying to become something that they really weren't in the past. And it's like, I don't know. Are they gonna stick with it? Is it gonna change them? Are they gonna go back to their regular lives when this shit all is over and done with? It's forcing a lot of shit.
Because my thing was, and Pro knows this, that I tend to be very hard on myself. So I'm just like, like, fuck, I didn't get this done. Because I still, before this was over, like, before this happened, I was working. I was working my life, like, you know, 40, 50 hours a week. So I'm like, damn, how am I, the time? So now I have all this time on my hands. Let me, like, you know, get shit done, make shit happen. And I think I just... like too much pressure. I was just like, I did this to myself, psyched myself out. So yeah,
no,
it's about
you
finding
make a great point.
that balance. Yeah,
you make a great point. That's facts, yo. I mean, because it's like whether there's a meme or whether there's like a bunch of other people who are doing something, it's like sometimes you just gotta shut that shit out. You know what I mean? Because like I'll give you an example. Like I wanted to get back into reading more consistently because I was one of those type of people who would read for like a week. And then like I just like you said, there was pressure, like, oh, I gotta finish this book and I gotta do this. But it's just like I've been reading like 2 pages a day, you know what I mean? But I've been consistent for 30 days, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's about, is just like being consistent. So whatever that is, like even if it's just like, yo, I'm gonna just get up and do 2 push-ups today, I'm gonna get up and do 1 push-up, like staying productive, you know what I'm saying? Like that seems like that's what's been helping. But hopefully that's something, again, like I'm just being hopeful, like through this whole thing. Like I hope that, you know, people get their jobs back. I hope that, you know, this economy gets running. I hope people find happiness or something through this situation. So trying to see the silver lining and shit, you know.
Yeah, man, everybody's going through this shit differently. And we can't expect everybody to just pick up and learn something new right away. Everybody's grieving differently through this whole thing. There's people that are still like shell shocked, like don't know what to do, not getting any money coming in. You know, they're struggling. And I mean, like the last thing they want to do right now is like get their body right for the summer. You know what I mean?
Is there going to be a summer?
is there going to be? Well, I mean, you know what? I heard today they're going to try to reopen the shore on Memorial Day weekend.
Really?
Yeah,
what? Really?
I saw that.
Well, that's
I'm
September,
not,
right?
No. Memorial Day weekend, like in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know
When's
that.
Memorial Day again?
Memorial Day is like the end of May. It's like
shit.
that's that one weekend we either get that Friday off or that Monday off, and that's like the introduction to summer, like spring going into summer, and then Labor Day is when summer stops.
That's usually a big day in
September.
My job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So September's Labor Day.
September's Labor Day, May's Memorial
Day. I always get them mixed up. I just know that weekend is I make a lot of money that weekend. That's all I know.
It's the unofficial introduction.
I make a
the
lot
unofficial
of money that
intro to summer because that's when you start going to the shore. That's when the weather supposedly starts getting better.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. I guess I don't really pay attention to holidays and stuff too much. I mean, it's just like, okay, it's Labor Day, it's Memorial Day, because I think I get off. I'm trying to think. I don't think I get off any of those days. I might just get off Memorial Day, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what
For
That's
me,
cool.
like I work in restaurants, so I only get Thanksgiving and Christmas
Oh,
off. But any other holiday, I just see it, oh, it's a holiday. I don't know what is what. To me, it's just like,
yeah.
okay, it's a holiday. I'm making money tonight. Okay, it's this holiday. We're gonna be dead. You know, like things like that. Like it all depends. So,
Word.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
Think.
see that. I
Going
see
on.
that you got the sorry, just a sidebar. Like I see what you
Yeah.
got, like vitamins behind you or something like
Oh
that.
hell yeah! I'm trying to stay healthy. Fuck you think this
Word up,
is?
word up. Sorry, I got a little
Oh yeah,
distracted by it. I was like, word, she
I
healthy as
got my
fuck.
nail kit. I got my nail kit because I there's no chinitas to do my nails anymore, so it's just me and my vitamins. And my vitamins.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jay is a very big health nut. When I've gone to his house, the dude has nothing but healthy options in the
Mhm.
Yeah,
fridge.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. It's hard to
like,
feed people when they come to the crib, man.
oh no, I mean, it wasn't like I was expecting like steak. You know, I'm like, when you told me like I got vegan options, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That was no problem for me. Wait, what? I think
Yeah.
you offered me what, the vegan chips? You had
Yup,
some,
yup. Yeah, like
yeah,
some blue corn chips or some shit like
the
that.
blue. That
Oh,
was
they're
my
so
introduction to the blue corn
good.
chips. I
Yup.
Oh,
had never seen I had never seen corn of the blue variety until I went to his house, and I was
Yeah.
freaked out.
Yeah, man. There's like 4 different corn varieties, I think, man.
And
Yeah. They
and
good
now when
so
I go
hard.
to ShopRite, yeah, they do. When I go to
they're
ShopRite, I see them
bomb.
shits. I'm like, Spence.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. With a little bit of hummus.
That shit is
A
Yo,
little
you
bit of
bomb.
ain't,
hummus.
bro. The roasted red peppers, bro. That's my shit.
Yup.
Sabra,
Come
or is
on,
that
man.
too mainstream, or should I get something more underground?
I mean, I
Stupid.
don't get cyber personally, but I shop at
See,
like Sam's Club.
I was waiting for that. You know, Sabra's a little too mainstream for my taste.
Word, yeah. It's not artisanal enough.
Artisanal.
You know what I'm saying?
I get this shit from the back of Whole Foods. This is the real hummus.
Ah, word up, yeah. That's
Man,
it, man. They
don't
make
knock
it
on
for me.
that. Don't yeah, that shit was good as fuck when I worked at Whole Foods. Oh man,
Oh,
I
you
missed
worked at
that
Whole
job.
Foods? Word up.
Yeah, my sister used to work at Trader Joe's. That's how I found out about the blue corn shit. Oh, that was so
Nice.
good. Yeah, but
Word up. Yeah.
my sister is vegan, so I'm not vegan, but I'll buy stuff that's vegan. Like she made me. I'm like, oh, that shit is bomb. All right, vegan
Yup.
chorizo, bam. Man,
Yup.
put
Bro,
some
Yup.
bomb.
it's a big thing, man. The health conscious rapper is a big thing in 2020.
Yeah, man. I think just being health conscious in general, but I will say though, it seems like more people they're just starting to pay attention to that. You know what
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because it's been 3.5 years for me where I practice veganism. Now, I'm not a vegan because I still wear leather shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Protect your
there's
Oh,
still
okay,
brand.
okay.
baby calves
So you
that are butchered
vegetarian?
for me.
Yeah.
Well. The thing is,
Right.
like, I'm vegan by cuisine.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, but I'm not vegan by lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes, I
With
guess
the
I
hemp,
am vegetarian, but
with the hemp
Yeah.
clothing and everything. Yeah.
yeah, nah,
I
nah, nah,
didn't.
nah, 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 nah. Because there's some
I
people who
didn't.
won't sit on leather.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
met a
that's some
couple of them.
shit.
I
Yup,
met a
yup.
couple.
They,
Yeah.
So that's vegan. Also, that's a real
yup,
thing. Like everything vegan.
yup,
Yeah.
yup, yep.
Yeah.
You
My
How do
can't
you
wear
even live like
leather,
that?
none of that.
Yeah, my sister went through this
Oh.
entire when she went through that whole thing. Like, did you know this? Did you know that? I'm like, did you know that those shoes that you're wearing?
Yup,
Okay,
yup.
okay.
Exactly.
So if you
Yup.
get
That's
yeah,
why I
because
don't
this
say I'm vegan like that.
yeah no oh no,
I,
it's not even that if you say you're vegan, but it's the ones when you start preaching, it's like oh,
Yes,
okay, like
that's
let's
true.
reel it back in a little bit.
Reel that
Yeah.
shit back in. Yeah, that's facts. That's
Mm-hmm.
facts. Yeah,
oh no, yeah.
yeah.
When they try forcing it on you, yeah.
Yeah, nah, none of that, bro. I mean, I will say though, I mean, like when it comes to veganism,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's one of those things that's just opened my mind to really like the human condition because motherfuckers, just like you said, like they'll be very judgmental and they'll kind of
Mm-hmm.
like shit on other people because they're like, oh, well, you eat meat and did it like nah, man. If like if people want to talk about veganism, like we talk about it. If not, then you do you, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
me. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty simple,
Like I remember asking you questions about it when I first found out. And I
Yes,
was
sir.
like, what do you eat? What are the best dishes? Like, how do
Yeah.
you transition to that? Because it was really
Yup.
interesting to me at first because I'd never really met, like, especially a rapper. Not that it was something that we would talk about, like, oh, what are you eating? But then I realized to myself, like, rappers don't really, unless they're like Action Bronson or one of them, like, real, like, exquisite, elaborate rappers that talk about, like, like, foie gras seared over lantern. You know, like motherfuckers really don't get into their food bag when they rap. So I never really cared about it. But it's like you learn so much. And I hear you on that. Like it does open you up to a different type of consciousness.
Yeah.
You know, like do you feel like you become more creative? Like has that helped spark different creativity, knowing that there's no chemicals or any of that other type of shit in your system?
That's a good question, man. I mean, honestly, I haven't really thought about that because, I mean, I suppose from like a physiological standpoint, that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if there are no chemicals, then like it would just kind of help with circulation and, you know, sleep and all that other shit. So yeah, I mean, I suppose it would, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's a good question, dog.
Yeah, man, I always thought about that shit. Because some people, you know, they rap better when they're high. Some people rap better when they're sober, or you know, rap better when they're drunk. What if you're just free of meat? Like, are you just that much more creative? Are you able to spit better? Like, do you get more stamina when you're performing? Like, this is all shit I'd want to know. You know,
I would definitely say that I have, like, when I'm recording and stuff like that, I just have more energy for stuff like that. I have more focus. You know what I'm saying? And because there's nothing like decomposing inside of me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I suppose so. Yeah, man. Like that's something that I need to like dive into more. You know what I'm saying? Like the benefits for rappers and shit like that.
That's the type of hard-hitting question we do here on Lyrical Fix podcast, sir. I don't know what that Atlanta. I don't know what that Atlanta interview did. Oh, so Spenser, tell us where you started. Yeah, I don't want to give you none of that crap. So what is Mitt music?
That's what it was.
No, but I did want to know.
Very introductory.
We obviously will get into it. Yeah, we do. But
yeah, of course.
I never want to just go into the cliche shit. So what does music mean to you?
How did you start?
How did you start?
You know we don't do that here.
No, we don't like to do. Well, because we like to do our research beforehand, and usually in a situation like this, I'm lucky enough to know the artist. Like I know from you that one of the first things I knew about you was you obviously weren't from Jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah.
That's true. Yep. Yeah, Michigan. Straight out of Michigan, man.
Out of Michigan. Now that's where the Mitt music name came from?
Yes, sir. Yeah, because everyone in Michigan, like they call it the Mitten State because obviously it looks like a mitten. So just Mitt music, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty simple. Like it's not that complex, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a dope play on words, you know, MM, shit like that.
Yeah, music. Now, was that one of the many names that you were trying to think of when you came up with the name? Or just like, all right, this fits, it works.
Yeah, I think I was definitely, I'm trying to just like put myself in a space where I was thinking about that. I think when I was forming my brand, I wasn't really sure what I was going to call it. I wasn't even sure if I was going to use my name or if I was going to like make up a name or whatever as an artist or a producer. But yeah, it just kind of rolled off the tongue one day, man. You know, Mitt music, and then there's like Mitten State music, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know, I mean, that's definitely like another part of what I do too. Cause like when I do production, you know what I mean? Like I want to start like rebranding certain pieces of what I do, you know what I'm saying? So there's like Mitt music more as like a whole, because you know there's like Rockefeller and then there's like Rock Nation, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to have like Mitt music and then like Mitten State, you know, like a publishing arm or stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
So Mitt music would be the umbrella.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And everything going on. Okay,
that's the plan.
So Mitt music is pretty much you as the producer, and then obviously Spenser Sterling is you as the artist.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right, now I want to go.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, that's actually perfect. I was going to mention something like that. Go ahead. Perfect.
No, I wanted to know how you balance that, being a producer and rapper and everything.
Yeah, it's been interesting, specifically when it comes to like marketing and shit like that, because there's a certain demographic, there's like a niche that I'm going for when it comes to like finding new fans and like finding new supporters of me as an MC, and then finding new people to actually like purchase my beats and stuff like that. It's been interesting, but I mean, I don't think there's like a perfect way to answer that, like when it comes to balancing it. But I will say though, I mean, I don't have any kids. I'm team pull out all day, you know what I'm saying? And then you know, it's just me, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's really what it is. Like, and bless the people who do have kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still got to meet your kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's risky. The pull-out method did not work that well with me. I will say.
Hey, man, I mean, that just means you're on point, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I loved it when it happened. You know?
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like,
fuck.
And then I'm just standing over the bed like,
yep.
That is the most that is the most horrifying thing, because there are times like I'm on the pill, and if I skip a couple days, I was just, oh my god, what just happened? Oh shit. Yeah, no, that is terrifying.
Disclaimer for anybody wondering, I do love my kids.
As the person,
yeah.
As the person who actually can get pregnant, fuck yeah. I'm the one that has to get fuck yeah.
Fair enough. It's a two-way street. I feel you. It's very terrifying. Yes. I mean, at 24, who's planning this shit out? Honestly,
no doubt.
But I digress.
But I do have a question for you, bro. I do have a very serious question for you. So
go ahead.
Do you fuck and shower like with the hat on too? Do you keep the pee hat on for all that?
Absolutely not, man. It would get so wet. I don't have the budget to buy another one at the moment with Corona. I don't want to order it from Lids. This is a very, very special hat. I wear this strictly for performances. See, the thing is, when I cut my hair and I got it short, I'd be out without the hat, and people are like, oh. Okay.
Hatless
Pro. Hatless Pro. And then Hatless Pro's a fucking monster.
Where?
Yeah. Hatless Pro's on his Hollywood shit.
It's like baby Wolverine over there.
Yeah. When I got this on though, I'm low key. You know, I'm low key with this. Oh, if I take off my hat, bro, I got the young. Look at that.
He got he got the Dominican curl and shit going.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's there. It's there.
Looking good, bro.
It's all out there, bro. Yeah, I'm out here, man. So,
I've never seen you like that.
Yeah, man. But for today, just like, you know, for the interview purpose, and I'm gonna be on video, I'm like, you know what, I'll put a hat on.
Put the hat
I don't want to. Put the hat on today. You know.
It's a dope. It's a dope hat. But
it is a dope hat.
Do you like Pittsburgh, or like, are you from like Pennsylvania or?
No, not at all. It's strictly just for the P for Pro. I just thought that this one was the dopest.
Okay, I got you.
That's really all it is. The first time I used to wear it on here when I was in high school, my mom would make fun of me because she didn't understand it. She's like, what's the P for, puto? And I took it off. I took it off the next day. I never wore it again. My mom shamed me into wearing a P chain. And then from then on, it's my thing. It's my trademark. People just
that's dope, man. I just wasn't sure. Like, I had never asked you about that.
I do take it off. Do you fuck in the shower with your glasses on?
I've never.
I always see you with your glasses.
That
they get fogged up and shit.
that is true. That is true. Yeah. No, I've never tried that.
Shower sex is fucking complicated enough.
It's uncomfortable.
Amen. That's true.
Oh my god, it is the worst.
So overrated. It's so underrated.
It really is.
You need a big shower.
You need a big shower, right? It never looks like the porn scenes.
Nope.
I got like a very constricted shower. I don't even want to do the bathtub sex scene. That's just not sexy at all.
That's not happening.
One of us is always going to be under the water drowning. So that's never fun.
Seems like you got a lot of experience with that. You just like fuck that shit.
Yeah, like I was just like, okay, wait, I can't breathe. Like it's just like
it's very inconvenient. You're right though.
Yeah. No. And when you watch as much porn as I do, you become somewhat of an interior design expert. And what I've noticed is that my bathroom, my shower is not fully equipped for that type of action.
Me either.
I need something more spacious.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Possibly like a ranch setting.
Yeah.
Well,
there needs to be at least like a seat. There needs to be some type
like
of seat.
Like the handicap, the handicap showers.
Yes.
That has like
so
little
handle.
Not like this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But those and then
I was.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was in that scenario when after I had my second kid, because the showers there actually have that type in the hospital. But I was like,
nice.
But I was like, you know what? You just had your kid. Probably not the best time for us to get busy. Let me let you just rest in this bed.
Word. So you did it in the bed then?
Oh God, no. Throwing a hot dog in a hallway at that point. That's not gonna work.
Yo.
Oh shit, she's gonna kill you when she hears this.
She's gonna
Word
fucking
up.
kill me later. She's gonna kill me later.
That's how I know she's not right there.
Word.
Word.
I mean, I think in the best scenario, you would probably need the like the sticky things at the bottom, but I feel like those are so unsanitary.
The suction cups. I mean, you gotta clean them.
Oh, word. Or like the mat, right?
The
The
mat,
mat
yeah,
in the
I just
shower.
those
The
kind of
Mac.
gross me out. I
Oh
stayed
yeah,
at a
those joints get
You
mad
gotta
out.
keep them clean.
no, I
Gotta
stayed
keep
at
them
a
clean,
friend's
obviously.
house like when I was out of town. I stayed at her house, went to go take a shower, and I looked down. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I just
Forget
hate those.
you forgot
Oh,
your shower shoes. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, right.
man.
Oh, if you need shower shoes, ugh, that's a whole nother.
Yep.
That was that dorm life. I do not. That's the one thing I do not
That's
miss
what
from
I'm
God
college.
forbid
saying.
you rip that.
Mm-mm.
God forbid you rip that shit off the.
Yeah. It's exactly how it
And then it's
sounds
all
too.
dirty under there. You gotta scrub this shit out, put some
Yep.
fabuloso in that motherfucker, and just give it a time on that bitch.
Yep. You need bleach for that shit, man. That's how
The
it just
bleach.
gets
Oh,
mad thick.
you gotta
Yeah.
mix all the fucking cleaning products together. Oh,
Word.
nigga. Fabuloso,
That shit.
Clorox, bleach. You gotta come out with some other shit.
Yeah,
Miraculoso.
Ajax.
Mix them all together.
Miraculoso.
Ajax.
Oh my God, Ajax. Shit.
Ajax was
Yo.
prime. Look at us. We're going off the rails.
Way off.
Way off.
That's what we do
See,
here.
this might change the title because we had a title before called the Glute Bridge, and
Yeah.
now we might have to call it Shower Sex Stories. I don't know. Nah,
Ah.
Nah, we can stick with Glute Bridge. It's
Whatever
still
it
the
takes.
same.
I like the Glute Bridge. It's
All
another
right.
story for another time. let's
Ah,
let's get back
sorry.
into it. Yo, yeah, my this is what we do. That's how it gets fun.
I like that shit, man. I like the
Oh,
Yeah,
realness.
I had to
this
stop
isn't the
crying
Atlanta
for a
interview.
second. All right, let's get to it though. So
Okay.
you said so R.W.A. like that just dropped.
Yep.
So the next one, well, the next two is that gonna be like you rapping, or you're gonna do like a beat kind of project? Like, what do you have plans for those?
Yeah, just still rapping.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% sure what the name's gonna be, but yeah, I mean, I haven't released a an instrumental project in a long time. I think because I'm constantly releasing music
Yeah.
on like my website and on BeatStars and stuff like that. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
haven't really done that yet, or haven't done that in a while. But yeah, yep. The next few projects, I don't know if it's gonna be this year or most likely this year though, since we still have
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Do you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like a home studio so you can literally just do everything your own? Oh, that's fire. So
Yep, I do. Yeah, yeah. Well, I just have the essentials here. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Like I don't have much isolation and stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
can get everything I need to done here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I'm thankful for. Like that's usually like whenever Pro and I did any type of recording, like he always came to the crib. We
Yeah,
did
Okay.
it here. Yeah.
Okay. Bam. All right.
yeah, very nice setup too. Yeah, one of the dopest things about this setup was the first time I saw the Oculus, the Eye
Yeah.
recorder. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was oh man, when I saw that equipment, and then I saw Obi had gotten it for the recording of my project. I was like, all right, we in business because I already seen how
Yeah.
Jay worked it, and I was like, this is good. This is the future. So that piece of product right there, that was amazing. First time I
It
saw it,
helps,
and just
man.
the whole setup. Yeah, everything, man. And another fun thing about this setup too, which I noticed, which kind of has to do with you, but it's your brother who's also is a comic book writer,
That's correct.
Oh, that's
and that
fire.
you yeah. Oh man, yeah. I wanted to get more into that, and you've gone with them to different conventions and stuff. But I've
All
also
the
noticed
time.
that with a lot of hip hop nowadays, along with it being health conscious, is a lot more callback to like the superhero and comic book era
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
Yes,
being
sir.
that's being thrown into hip hop now. Like, do you see yourself as kind of like in that class as well?
Not really. I mean, I definitely I grew up on comic books and just appreciating art in general. So I
Mm-hmm.
think, I would be remiss if I didn't say, it had some type of inspiration in my music, whether it's just like throwing in a little bit of Busta Rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Just like, and not rapping like that, but just maybe a reference or just
Yeah.
like a switch of energy or something like that, because it's like it's very illustrated, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's dope to even think about that. But yeah, I think I've always been more inspired by that because my brother is involved in that. You know what
That's
I'm
cool.
saying? And because I've been involved in, you know, what he's been doing for quite some time as well. So yeah, man. I mean, I love, because I always love when you do it too, bro. Like when you do like the Avenger bars and shit like that. Those
Yeah.
are always fly when you throw them in there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Superhero bars, wrestling bars, just shit that I like
Yep.
other than rap. I try to incorporate it in the lines, man. And some people will
Yep.
get it. They'll get the punchlines and shit. You know, I
Yep.
always appreciate that shit. That's always dope to me, man. Do you see some type of correlation? Because you've been around, like I said, you've been at these conventions. Do you see some correlation with the underground comic book writers and underground rappers? Like, is it a similar sort of hustle?
Yeah, man, because nowadays, because of the independent scene with music, it's really about people connecting with their fan base on a real level. You know what I'm saying? And people
Right.
can live very well if they're able to find their niche, and then
Mhm.
they're able to like really build something around those people, and then there's more people that come to them once they really refine the process. So it's the same thing with comic book artists, man. I mean, because that's what my brother has done. You know what I'm saying? He has like a core following of people, and that's just from like going to shows and like putting stuff out on a regular basis and just being a real human being. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who, you know, they just fucking, their head gets real big, you know what I'm saying? And like it's just hard to relate to them. It's hard to connect with those people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, it's a similar hustle, bro. Almost exactly the same, you know?
Yeah, man. Finding, like you said, finding your niche market, people that
Yep.
would mostly relate to your shit as well,
Mhm.
and getting fans out of them, and then eventually turning that into some type of capital for yourself.
That's correct.
That's what it comes
Yep.
down to. It's funny you mentioned similar to that on the album, on one of my favorite songs, Constellations.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah.
You
Mhm.
and what the line that stuck out to me, because I've been there as well, and we've talked about it too in our many times at your studio. One line you said, "Getting support from niggas is like pulling
Getting
teeth.
niggas to support.
Getting niggas support is kind of like pulling teeth," and it's
Yep.
true, man. And I don't know if I spoke to you about it directly, but I know I've spoken to someone else, Prospect, another friend of ours, that it's like for some reason or another, and this happens with everybody in any type of genre, your closest people will never support you as much as strangers.
100%.
Now,
Mhm.
why do you
100%.
think that is? Why do you think that is? I feel like the answer is obvious, but everybody usually has their different way of saying it. But why do you think that is?
Um, Personally, I believe it's because most people, they're just, they're constantly projecting their insecurities on other people. So
Yeah.
whenever they see someone close to them ascending and actually making progress in their life, it kind of like flips that mirror back onto them. You know what I'm saying? And it shows how lame they really are and how lame they really can be. And then
Mhm.
those insecurities, it just like balloons, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Mm-hmm.
how, that's how you have, like, I actually got a friend of mine, man, who I work with. Her fucking cousin got shot by and killed by his best friend because he was an aspiring DJ. He started to ascend, and
Mhm.
his friend was like, I thought he was gonna leave, so he fucking killed him.
That's
You know what
fucking
I'm saying?
wild.
So it's just like,
Damn.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's just like this type of
Bruh.
shit happens to people who have been there your entire life, people who are have your back, all this other shit. It's like those are the ones who will stab you in the back that quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's why I believe it is. You
Bro,
know what I
that's
mean?
wild.
It's bleak. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
it's
I
true.
definitely see that. Yeah, because they
Yeah, I
don't.
feel the same way.
Yeah, it's because it's not only they don't want to face their demons, so they want to say like, okay, I'm here, I'm doing great, but then they see it as a personal attack when somebody close to them is doing even better. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, okay, cool, I'm doing stuff that you're not doing, but why can't you just support me? Like, why do
Yup.
I have to be down in the dumps and I need money, and that's how you want to support me, but you won't listen to my music, or you won't come out to my shows, or things like that. You won't read
Yeah.
you yeah, you won't come to me like in your butt, like to this convention, shit like that, where I have to be down in the dumps. I got to be lower than you to give you like this, oh, I'm better than him, that, I'm trying to think of the word, not that complex, but damn, I'm trying to think of the word, scratch
Inferiority
that.
complex.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's
Okay.
pretty, yeah. It's like a,
Mhm.
not necessarily like a Napoleon complex, but yeah, we get where you're going with that. That makes perfect sense.
Mhm. Yeah, not
Oh
Napoleon,
yeah.
but like the other way around. Like, no, like I have to be better than you. I got to be superior than you for me to be okay. Like we could run in the same circle, but if God forbid you do better than
Oh
me,
yeah,
yeah, if you're doing better than me, then the fuck do I need you for? It's like
got
that.
you.
It's like the pretty girls in high school that got the ugly friend. It's kind of like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I
like
got
that.
you. I got you.
That's yeah. That's
That
how I
makes
see that
perfect
shit.
Ooh,
sense.
that was a nice metaphor. I didn't even think about it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Bar.
That's dope. Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, yeah, people that grew up in your same environment, they can't accept the fact that you're doing better than them,
Yeah,
and they're
Yep.
still stuck in that same place.
and
I think
like
that's
Like
where
God.
it comes from.
crab in a bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
we all fighting in here. We all struggling. It's like when you're from the hood and you get out, it's like, "Oh, you better than me." No, I'm not saying I'm better than you. Like I'm just this is what I'm doing. Support me, you know.
Yep.
Like just
Oh yeah.
we got to stop talking because I left. We got to stop talking cuz I'm doing all this good shit. Like, yeah.
All right.
Mm,
So I was just talking before about Constellations, one of my favorite tracks.
yeah.
I also meant to ask you, did you handle all the production on R.W.A.?
I produced it, but I didn't make any of the beats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
man. Oh, I was gonna say, bro, the beats on that because I revisited it over the weekend and then back today, and it's just
Mhm.
the and we never got to talk about the beats. I didn't see who was on the credits either, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I want to touch. The beat selection on that is fucking amazing,
Thank you so
Yeah.
personally.
much.
No, that was
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So smooth. Yeah.
is this all beat stars? This is all you just going on beat stars finding these dudes?
Pretty much, man. Yeah, yep. There was tracks. There's a few producers that I really only fuck with. Because Dream Life, he did the majority of them, and then there's shit DG Beats, and then the Beat Plug. Like those are some of the main people who I usually purchase beats from if I'm not making the beats myself. But I mean, I wanted
Oh,
to do something a little bit different because I mean, the majority of my music, I make all the beats. So I was
Mhm.
like, you
right.
know what, let me try for a different sound. Let me fuck with a different producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because the different sounds were there. I was like blown away. Like I said, one of the ones, XY was another one
Yup,
that I was just hyped about. The one I heard before, No Limitations, obviously.
sure.
Constellations. Shit, nigga, we moving,
Yeah.
bro. And
Yeah,
then
that
on
was a good
top of
one.
that, and then another thing that caught me by surprise on this one was the main tone of the album. At least for me, what I got from it was a little mix of like, kind of like the underdog tracks
Yep.
that you were given, but then it was also mixed with a lot of love tracks for ladies.
Yep.
So was that
Yeah.
was that the main goal? Was that what you were pushing towards? Was this dedicated to someone? Like, what was your thought process going into this project?
Um, Honestly, I think when it comes to a direction of a project, I usually just like to I just like to be a conduit for whatever, needs to, be displayed, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm making music, sometimes I can be very like overly intentional, you know what I'm saying? But then when I'm putting together multiple songs, I'll record, 16 or 20 or 30 or whatever, and then I'll be like, I actually really like these joints because they really spoke to me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now, but to answer your questions more specifically, I wasn't really going through any like major issues with women or anything like that. I guess I kind of always am, but
Facts.
so I
Aren't we all?
have I have like I have direct inspiration for that, but and then obviously when it comes to just like doing more music, and then just getting into like sharing my music, marketing it and stuff like that, you really start to see how harsh the industry is, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Mm.
and how shitty human beings could be, you know what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, I'm just here, I'm like really vulnerable right now with my shit, you know what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
putting everything out there, and some people just shit all, they don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying. So and that's cool, like the ups and downs, like
yeah.
I'm ready for all that, you know what I'm saying. But I think with R.W.A, that's why I named it Ready, Willing, and Able, because it was just like, I'm ready for the good, the bad, and whatever else, you know what I'm saying. And that's why
Mhm.
I ended it with like a semi diss track too, you know what I'm saying. So it just like it just culminated my emotions when I was creating the project.
Oh yeah. Suffer quietly. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah.
You was talking that talk on there.
Yeah,
No,
I
for
had to. I usually
100%.
don't. So yeah, yep.
Dark gritty beat. All right, so then what brought that on? Why do it at the end?
I think it like well, if you listen to the beat and then also just like my delivery and stuff, it's not like all the other ones. So
Mm.
I wanted to I just kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit for that one. But when I was listening to it, I was just like, it doesn't necessarily fit, but it needs to go on the project. So that's
Well,
why
yeah,
I
with
was
a
just
different
like, I'll
tone.
just exactly, yeah. So that's why I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just put it right at the end.
Okay, just kind of like a closing thought type of deal.
That's correct. Yeah, yep. Cap it
That's
off.
what it is. Oh yeah. No, and the one thing that Chade and I were talking about was there were a lot of features. Now, when you first look at it, you see all these features, you're thinking it's rapping, but
Right.
you hear these, and if you go just by names, like if usually it's just a name, it's not really a rapper, it's most likely a singer. And
Yeah,
there were no rapping features on this. These were all
correct.
singers that were on there.
Correct.
Where did you find all these amazing ass fucking singers? Because
Oh
not
my
only did they
god,
sound great,
I gotta
not
Yeah.
only did
find
they
them.
sound great, the one big thing about it was we appreciated how well they sounded on each track. Like whoever you grabbed for
Hmm.
each song, they
Yeah.
sounded perfect on that
And it
hook.
complimented you so well too.
Thank you.
Nothing
Thank you.
was nothing was
Hmm.
forced. They all sounded like they meant to be on that beat, as if
Yeah.
they
Thank
made
you.
it
Thank you.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, so there's actually like Danique, for instance, who we've done quite a bit of stuff together. We actually work together. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And one of my boys, he was like, "Oh, you do music, she does music," and then like I was putting together the project at the time, so I would just like send her music,
Hmm.
and she's a great writer. Like she wrote all that stuff herself, and then
Oh,
she
nice.
came here and recorded it. You know what I'm saying? So that ended up fitting real well. And then Miles, I was in an engagement group for a while, and then Miles actually shared some music that I think that's what it was, and then I really liked it. So I was just like, okay, let's see what you could do. And then I just like sent over some stuff because
Hmm.
I needed some singers, you know what I mean? Because there's certain things that like constellations and there's certain songs that I can do the hook on, but I'm not really a singer like that. I'm not overly inspired to sing or anything
Hmm.
like
Right.
that. If it comes out naturally, cool. But that's some songs like it just requires a singer. So and then obviously Miles did 2 tracks, and then the other singers, they actually worked directly with those other producers that I got the music from, and then I
Okay.
Oh, nice.
just like bought the hook with it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Ah, I
Gotcha.
got you. I got you.
Yup,
Gotcha.
I worked
yup,
like that.
But either way, it's still complimented. Besides, like, what was it, Danique, right? That's
yup,
her name. That's how you say it.
yep,
Yo, she, man, I gotta
yep.
find her. I definitely.
Yo,
She was really good. She was dope. I
yo,
liked her a lot.
the unfortunate thing is I think she just deleted her Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
Damn.
I haven't been able to find it. I have been able to
Damn.
like through
And
this
I was
whole
gonna put
quarantine
her in the
situation.
mentions. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, they just been falling off the face of the map with this whole quarantine situation. You
Yeah,
know
I've
what I'm
heard
saying?
about that. Yeah, a lot of people just like
yeah, scary
taking the
shit.
social distancing a whole nother level. Like, nah,
Yup,
like I'm just not gonna talk to anybody, kind of thing.
yup,
Which
yeah.
not they're
So
maybe they're taking this time as like therapeutic, kind of
that's cool. Hopefully, that's what it is. Hopefully, we can all
Like
get
we
back
said,
to business.
yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
grieving differently, man. Everybody's handling this shit different. You
That's
can only hope
facts.
for the
Mhm.
best. Yeah,
That's
man. Because when
facts.
you hear talented people like that, like, because that's what I've done. Like, I've encountered so many more talented singers, rappers, producers, just off of this quarantine shit that I wouldn't have normally done because I'd be too busy working, or be out doing my own thing.
That's
You
Yeah.
know,
right.
so it's been great. Like you see how many talented people, not just in Jersey, just all fucking everywhere, man, all over. Like
Mhm.
Yup.
it's
Especially with, like
ridiculous.
these live shows, then you're seeing people that you wouldn't have seen in like the circuit.
Oof.
Or
Oh my
people are like,
gosh.
oh, like I haven't really performed live like at all, but this is a chance I could perform from my living room type thing.
Yup.
So like,
The
I'm
thing,
just taking this chance.
That's
have
right.
you done any performances in your living room or your bedroom?
I mean, nah, I haven't. Nah, I mean that's interesting though, because like I definitely see people doing that, like they did the American Idol thing or whatever, where people are performing in their
Hmm.
houses or whatever.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
I didn't
So
even.
nah,
Yeah.
I mean like that. I think that's dope though. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm more of a purist when it comes to that. I mean, I
Hmm.
haven't done a million
Yeah.
shows, but I mean I'm definitely more of a like in-person show type of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here, man. Like,
I gotta get you to
just
check
did my
it
first
once we open back up.
That's one of the places I mentioned to him to
Mm-hmm.
come. Yeah, man. I just did my first one like the other day, and I didn't have a sound system to play anything, so I just did an acapella. You know,
that's dope.
No, people fuck with it, but it's just like I'm the type like I wanted my shit to be like grand. Like I wanted to have lights. I wanted to have my own little stage.
Yeah.
I don't have the resources for that.
That's
I want to be able to stomp.
Yeah.
I want to move around. I want to move around. I want to have a camera following me. Yeah. I don't want to just be stuck and doing a selfie rap.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's just the wave of this whole thing. So I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like it's a good way to get your name out during this whole quarantine thing, but it's like you're so limited to what you can fucking do. So I always like to ask every artist, like, have you been thinking about it? Is it something you could see yourself doing? Because I know a lot of artists that just won't do it because they're purists, like you said. I'd rather just be in front of people doing my thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, but one thing I will say, like, I've never really limited myself either. So I mean, I'm with you on the whole selfie situation. Like, that's not necessarily like my idea of a good performance, but like whatever it takes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we only have what we can work with at the moment, so like fuck it, why not?
Man, I see dudes get a couple LED lights and they think they the top shit. I've been seeing it. Oh man, I'm like examining everybody's background. Like if you don't have a ceiling fan during your performance, like I'm not listening to you. Like I've become such a fucking super like egotistical guy in that way. Like the sound system got to be right. If you give me some funky ass colors during your performance, I'm probably turning off and I'll come back later.
I wonder if that's why Dre doesn't want to partake in the battles. Why Dre doesn't want to do the versus shit? Because he just probably
why Dr. Dre doesn't want to do it?
Yeah.
You think it's because he doesn't have a light fixture?
Because
the ceiling fan,
not
bro.
that.
The ceiling fan. He's probably got a ceiling fan
in the fucking studio. He has a studio in his house. I know he has. Like but I just feel like he probably
with a wall full of plaques.
What?
Yeah, we know the song.
Yeah. To add to the wall full of tracks behind him. Like, come on.
Stacking up in the back of his house like trophies. Y'all think he gonna let his dough freeze? Hoe please. Better bow down on both knees. Who do you think taught you to smoke trees?
The DOCs.
Snoop D-O double G's in a group that said motherfuck the police.
Come on.
Who gave you a tape full of dope beats to bump when you stroll through in your hood? Sorry.
I know, I'm waiting.
And when your album sales wasn't doing too good, who's doctor told
you to go see?
I knew
y'all going to listen up closely.
Finish it. Go ahead, finish it.
Oh please! No, I'm right.
When that shit came out, I was going around saying "Hoe Please." I got smacked in the mouth by my mom.
Yeah,
but
everybody.
She was like,
my mom
"What did you say?"
Hoe please.
Hoe please.
She did not like me telling her to bow down on both knees. She did not like that.
Yo, do the dishes. Hoe please.
Hoe please.
Oh my god.
Better bow down on both knees. Mom, who do you think taught you to smoke trees? Oh, chancleta was flying full speed.
Just dodging.
Fucking 5 rotations before it hit my face.
Word.
The flat side.
I mean, I figured he didn't want to do it because of how like bad social media went in on Teddy. But it's probably that maybe he's just a purist and just didn't. Not that he didn't believe in it, because he was on Teddy's live saying he was FaceTiming Teddy and said he's like, no, like it's cool, like, you know, it's not that he doesn't believe in it, it's just not for him. So maybe he is kind of like that purist shit.
I mean, the whole setup when you look at it,
ideal. What?
First off, the one thing we can all agree on when we hear these versus battles is the sound is terrible. The audio quality is unbearable, and for someone who made a fortune off of great sound, it's just that's not his bag. Like, maybe to me, that's one thing I would say for him. Like, that's one thing that would turn me off.
Right.
So it's part of that whole purist thing where he's just like, nah, if not one thing is right, if not one thing is right, then it's all to shit. Then I can't do it.
Plus, he strikes me as one of those like
Premier
big time hermit.
Though.
Premier sounded great, and so did RZA's. Actually, no, RZA's didn't, because it was that whole it was that whole thing.
RZA was back
that whole
forth.
bong bong. You're right, that was the whole back and forth. But it's like he doesn't strike me. He strikes me as the very very producer, like the the stereotypical producer hermit crab. Like he just won't leave the studio. So he's
Yep.
not much of a personality. So if he were to just get in front of a thing like this and just play songs, I don't feel like he'd be that interesting. But I could be wrong
Right.
because I was wrong about Babyface. He was a smooth, old school player, slightly
Yeah, he's
petty.
super dope.
I loved it. I loved it. And then to see how Erica and Jill did their thing, where it wasn't even no cattiness, no pettiness to it, just straight females showing love. Like to see Dre and possibly Diddy, I feel like that'll go off the rails real quick.
Yeah,
because
maybe
Diddy's
right.
complete opposite. Diddy's
Maybe
like
they
all over the fucking
man.
place. Yeah.
Diddy will be the whole show.
Exactly. The lives that he's done, he has all his kids in the background dancing, going fucking crazy. And then even himself,
Hype man.
He's like, DJ, you know, like screaming at the fucking DJ, getting up.
No social distancing whatsoever.
At all. No mask.
At
no
all.
gloves.
No mask.
Something tells me that Diddy has
everybody
all of those
hugging
people.
and touching.
Diddy has all those people living in his house. You know damn well he has an in-living fucking DJ probably, or at least from next door.
And he got a hospital in the basement, so they're all clean and good to go. I'm assuming.
They got the hydroxychloroquine down there.
There you go, bro. See, you know they got the hydro lab down there. They don't play around, man.
Right next to the movie theater.
Right next to the movie theater.
Right next to the movie theater. Yeah, that's fucking Diddy living that life, bro. But you know, let's get into that versus battle, man. So how have you seen? Because it kind of ties into what we were saying before about wanting to do these live performances. What do you think about these versus battles that you've been seeing?
I think it's an amazing piece of culture. I mean, I really like the one that T-Pain and Lil Jon did. That one was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then it seemed like anything, you know what I'm saying? Like when people get a hold of something like this, it becomes something of it becomes a little bit too produced, you know, because I really like even though the sound quality is bad and unbearable at times, it's just like it's more about just like doing something for the culture, you know what I mean? That's why I like when Swiss Beats and Timberland did it, because it was just like two friends getting together playing songs, you know what I mean? And then by the time Teddy and Babyface, they're in the studio, these motherfuckers got like the greasiest lips ever, you know what I'm saying? It's just like their dudes are in the background, like you got dudes dancing and shit like that. It's just like, dude, just get in front of that shit and play the music. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about that, the greasy lips.
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers like took showers.
Jill Scott, Jill Scott did it good. Erica, I love Erica Badu. I mean, nothing would if it has Erica in it, then it's gonna be a production with the Bruce Lee shit, which I really I appreciated the Bruce Lee, but
the sage was burning.
For sure,
oh, man.
Hella incense burning and shit.
I was enlightened spiritually, you know.
But that one was a little like there was some production in there, but that one I just felt was way different from the rest. Way different.
I felt like shooting my shot at all the hippie poetry girls on my timeline. Like, you know, you get that feeling.
The neo soul
just want to slide the neo soul hoes, man. They never want to feed you, but they know the right. They can't cook for shit, but they know the right type of rose water to feed you with when when you're feeling stressed.
Spray them in your face.
Yeah. Oh, I got some petals from Guatemala. I'll just mix these in your tea. You'll feel much better. Like, no, bitch, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
A sandwich or something. Just give me a sandwich. Give me some blue corn. I'll take some blue corn chips at this point. I don't give a fuck.
Those neo soul hoes definitely know about some blue corn chips and hummus. That's probably the only thing
they
make
that shit themselves. They got the grinder. They got that shit themselves.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But they want to sit on leather.
Exactly.
These hoes ain't really vegan.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Vegetarian.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of hoes, man, you got something I've been meaning to ask you, and I've never gotten into it. Yeah, well, you'll see. You when you post something on Instagram, you start with the same tagline.
Yes, sir.
When you start, and it ends with, and I still don't love hoes.
I still don't love hoes.
I love.
So explain. I was trying to find a way to segue into it, but this is as good as time as any. So, where does that come from? How did that start? Yeah, how did that start? Where does that come from? Is that a promo idea? Like, where do you go with that?
Well, I think it came from just the thought of like being consistent in my branding. But it was just like anything else. It's like, like when you're writing a song, like where does that stuff come from? And just like, it's just inspiration, you know what I mean? Because I think, you know what it was? I was like, 'cause since I drive around a lot, like I just see a lot of weird shit in New York, man, and New Jersey. So like,
Yeah.
it really started to pick up for me when I was like, I saw this cop with a really trashy haircut. You know, cops suck. So it's just like
Yeah.
he just looked like he was being whack to
Damn
somebody. You know what
Popo.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was just being real trashy. You know what I mean? So then it just like kind of was just like, here we are. It's another day, and I still don't love hoes.
I
Just
still don't
like,
love hoes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's weird because like people will DM me about that. Like, what do you mean? Or like, you talking about women and shit like that, man? And then it's just like, nah, that's not it. Now, like that's why I say like, if the shoe fits, try it on. Like, if you're a hoe, then this is for you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But like,
Yeah.
if you're someone who is salacious, if you're someone who is just like a trash human being, stuff like that, a cop, whatever, like most likely you're a hoe. Like you fit under that umbrella. You know what I mean? You fit
Yeah.
in that bracket. So
So a
I think
general term for it, yeah.
it's a general term. Yeah. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I've acted like a hoe sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. There's people I like that. I'm not saying that I am a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But I've acted like one. You know what I'm saying? So
We've had
it
hoish tendencies in the past.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I feel
So
you on that.
I think that's really what it was. It was just me being silly, me being like having a good time because I think it was like a year or so ago, like I actually started giving a fuck about like social media and like actually
Mm-hmm.
posting stuff consistently. So that's when I was just like, this is just a part of my character. Let me display
Mm-hmm.
who I am. You know what I mean? So that's where it came out. It was just a natural thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's become a platform for you to get your thoughts out.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
funny too. Like we can all laugh together at it. You know what I'm saying? Shit
Yeah,
like
them
Yeah,
shits
that.
be
man.
cracking me up. Oh,
You
sorry.
have to, man. That's why
Word.
like people can't be taking this social media shit so seriously, man.
Nah.
Like
Yup.
one of the things that we've encountered before we were talking about it, and we'll go from there after that. We'll go into segments. Quarantine beef. People
Yo.
having
Oh,
beef during this
Oh my
quarantine.
lord.
Like
Jesus.
the fact that you can beef with another person, whether it's just a regular friendship or you're an artist and you guys are in similar fields. Why do you feel that something like that is still going on at a time like this?
Yeah.
Like what do you feel like would be the reasons? Because I feel like it's completely stupid, but there are still people that are actually caring about another person from a computer screen. We can't even go out and see each other and talk about this like adults. We have to actually deal with it over like online shit. Like, why do you think
Exactly.
that is? Why do you think that's happening?
Man, people are just weak, man. Like a lot of people are just weak individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've found out is that just like for someone to take this time, like there's motherfuckers dying. There's people who are like losing their loved ones and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. And now that's something that happens every day. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like now, like let's say you lose your fucking job and then you lose someone close to you, and then we're worried about motherfuckers like beefing and shit. Like people need to just stop that shit. You know what I mean? That's why I think the
Exactly.
versus thing is amazing. That's why I think these Zoom calls are amazing. All that shit, but like yeah, I
It
just
kind
think
of like
people are weak.
overshadows that. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the
Yeah,
negativity, man. Like now's not the time for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
you
you're beefing
goddamn
with
right.
somebody, yeah, you're beefing with somebody who you don't know if they lost their job. You don't know if they lost somebody close with. You're just beefing
Right.
with them because you're clearly not okay with yourself. So you just
Yup.
feel like doing all this extra shit while you're sitting at home alone, pretty much. It's
Yup.
so unnecessary, yeah.
Way too unnecessary. And I
Because it's.
imagine it's because too, like it just kind of like this shit kind of weighs on people. They're just like, motherfucker, I
Mm-hmm.
want to get out and do some shit. So I mean, maybe that could be it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, no
and then you
excuse
have
for that
to,
shit.
yeah, no, and then you have to eventually see these people outside at some point or another.
Yup. Yup.
And then
Yeah.
No real
it's
beef
just
there.
it's all yeah, exactly right. It's all ugliness.
Mm-hmm.
Either it happens or it doesn't.
Yup.
So yeah, quarantine beef is fucking stupid. I
Shit's
think
stupid,
we can all
man.
agree on that. Yeah, man.
Hopefully that hasn't happened to you. Has it?
Oh no, I mean we in certain ways we talked
Yes.
about it before.
I'll say
Yeah.
In
yes.
certain ways we've run into a little bit of online beef for no reason at all, and like our stance on it is strictly And we're not saying that
Shut the
it's
fuck
just
up.
because it's you here. Well, yeah, shut the fuck up, and also like there's more important stuff going on. Like get over yourself,
Yeah.
like grow up, like grow up.
100%.
Because
Like
that's the
that's
thing
it.
with
Like
this quarantine shit. It's like okay, like there was haters before this. There's gonna be haters after. It's
Yep.
just during this time they're taking this to a whole nother level, and it's like yo, just shut up.
Yep.
we
Like
don't need it.
go to
There's so
go to
much more.
sleep, watch a
Go
Do
movie.
yeah,
something, yeah.
go some.
Yeah, take a jog. Like go
Jump on
somewhere.
Netflix. Jump
Come on,
write a
man.
song. I don't fucking know. Go out
There's
and do
there's
something.
there's so many like Nick Cage and Steven Seagal movies that y'all motherfuckers can watch on Netflix. Like aside
Shit, I'm
Ah,
from
ooh
beefing with people.
yeah, like I'm in my own Marvel marathon, which I got like
Hey,
2 movies left. Well, 3 technically, because the
well,
Spider-Man starts Phase 4. But
yeah.
more
I'm in
power to
that
you.
shit.
I
Yeah, I'm at
can't go back and
Infinity.
watch all them motherfuckers again.
There's a
It's
lot. I
actually been
mean,
pretty
those
good.
joints are long too.
It's like and like I
Yeah.
told her, you gotta watch Agents of Shield.
Yep.
You gotta
No,
watch what's her
that's
face,
yeah,
Agent
no.
Carter. You gotta get into all
Yeah.
that shit. You might as well
Yeah.
watch New Mutants while you at it.
No, I feel like the
Nah,
timeline would be a little off with that one though.
that's the thing, man. And then she's watching all the other X-Men movies, the old joints that have nothing to do with
Man, that
Yeah,
took
it's
me
not even the
like
the
same
that took me
MCU,
timeline.
no, that took me
bro.
like 2 days. So I mean, when I say Marvel, like I did the X-Men shit. That's done in. Oh God, I never want to go back to that ever again. And it just ruined it for me. It did, and I love
Yep.
those movies separately. Like even the first 3 that came out back in the early 2000s, but still. But I did that one. Right now, it's more just Avengers. It's like 20 something movies.
Yep.
Like damn, I finally made it to the end of Phase 3 though. Finally,
Damn.
shit.
I just finished binging Waco on Netflix. That was
That's
Oh
the
I gotta
shit.
watch
shit.
that next.
Yeah,
I
that
kind of
shit
want to
was
get into
dope, man.
Shield though.
That shit was
Waco.
dope. Waco, you know about that Waco shit from the '90s?
Is that like that what's that David Koresh or
Yeah,
whatever?
Koresh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
it? David Koresh?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That dude, yeah,
Uh,
that was his
no, I didn't
story.
know that they did a show about that.
It
Yeah.
apparently came out like years ago on some channel, and it just recently like popped up again on Netflix, and it's like one of the
Oh,
top 10 shows. Like they do a trending thing on Netflix now.
I saw
It's
that.
But
also probably
Yeah.
because they mentioned it in
little
Tiger
miniseries.
King. Ooh,
Oh,
don't do
Oh
that.
probably. There
man,
you go.
motherfucking
There you go.
Tiger King,
Oh, so
Tiger
you caught
King.
that too? All right,
Oh
Tiger
yeah,
King is.
yo, when I saw that
We
new
never actually
episode
got into it
notification,
here.
that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
What, the
I
Tiger
got.
King?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
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 go.
kind of we kind of talked about it, but we didn't really get into it. We like me and him off air talked about it, but that's about it.
Yeah,
It's
That'd
an
be
that
interesting
shit is a
interesting
show.
crazy story. It's a crazy story, man.
the
for
The
sure.
life of those people is amazing. It just really
That
goes to
bitch
show
did
you
it.
how different we in the same country, but it's really different out here in some states.
Way different, bro. Way
Oh
different.
my God! I mean, just
That
the
shit is
fact that
crazy.
it spanned from Oklahoma to one of the Carolinas to I
Yup,
think Texas,
Florida.
Florida.
Mhm.
Oh man, don't even get me started on Florida. Florida is the real life Grand Theft Auto. That's how I consider it,
It kind of seems like it, bro.
For
bro. I
real.
The
mean, the fact that
Wild
they
West.
opened everything up first
Yup.
from this quarantine. Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Mhm.
because I think Atlanta, I think that's when they're starting to open stuff up too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like bars
Yeah.
and like restaurants and shit.
We
I
gonna
seen a
see.
video. I seen a video last week. Atlanta going fucking crazy. Like hella people in the streets. That shit looks
Yeah,
wild.
I'm treating this shit like when the iPhone come out. I'm gonna let y'all go through it first,
You
and then when I
I'll
were.
wait
see
for the
the
next
coast is
one.
That's
clear,
true.
then I'll be out
I'm
for
gonna get
version
2.0.
3.0.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wait for the update. Yeah, the human
That's
update,
true.
and then I'll be good. Yeah,
That's true.
I ain't
Oh
fucking around with
man.
that shit, man.
All
All
right,
right,
Yeah,
let's
well,
get
yeah.
into
moving
I'll
on.
wait.
segments.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we'll wait. All right, so let's get into our segments right now. So,
Yes.
like I mentioned to you before, we have 2 segments on the show that we do with
Mhm.
our guests during our chop up session. So the first one, we with Nova, we did the fix first. So we're gonna start with
Yeah, the
you.
fix first.
Second, we'll do fix first. So this one's called the fix. So you basically give us a song or a verse that means something to you. It doesn't have to be your song. It could if you want, but just something that you grew up with, any genre at all, that means a lot to you, and why.
Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna pick something that's more recent.
Yeah.
Since we were talking about like wrestling bars and stuff like that. I've really been fucking with what Griselda's been doing.
I knew
And
it.
West Side Gun, he just dropped his project, and I haven't heard from Joey Badass in a while. So the song 327 is really dope
27.
to me.
Yeah, he
Like
has a
that
project
song
coming
in
out soon
general.
too.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, where is
Waiting.
Joey Badass? You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that he was on there, I was pleasantly surprised, and
Yeah.
he fucking bodied that shit. So
Now he's
that
Yeah.
verse right there, that one right there, like I just keep going back to that shit, listening to it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I
Him.
didn't
Westside
see.
was
Oh, go ahead.
surprisingly good on that too.
Yup,
West,
yup.
like the way he flowed. Oh, I was
That was the
waiting
one
for a
with
beat like
Tyler,
that.
right? That was the one with
Tyler,
Tyler.
yeah, I think Tyler made that beat. I could be wrong.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not surprised.
No, Tyler made another beat off the project. He featured on that
Okay,
one,
okay.
and then he produced another one.
That's dope.
All right, because
Mm-hmm.
that song is
I just don't
incredible,
remember
man.
which one he
Yup.
produced.
Song
But
slang
no, and
327.
Joey, I know they've been talking about the past week or two that he has another project coming out soon, which it's the last one was the American joint, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
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 Oh man, that shit was. I
That was
miss him
great
so
too.
much. I don't know if he said a date, but I know it's coming soon. So
As
hopefully
long as
it's
we get some
Yeah,
more
dropping.
no.
music from that dude, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Thank
He's
the
one of
Oh,
my
you
Lord.
know, I'm
favorite.
always down for more badass, man. Definitely,
Hell
definitely
yeah.
Right.
underrated in that top tier class of MCs right now. Like he's
I
just,
agree.
I think people see him as like a second tier, like right under Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. I think he's right
Yeah,
there with Big Sean, Wale, Vince
yeah.
Staples. I
Mhm.
think like
Like Casey, so
the
yeah.
new class. Yeah. That's how they see him. I think like he's still got another classic before he can go into that one. I feel like he could,
Okay.
but I also felt like Wale could too, and he just hasn't gotten that push.
I agree. Yeah. Well, he's like very eccentric, you know what I'm saying? And like he's one of them type of dude. Like while like I love his style, but like when he does like, and that's kind of where I got my inspiration on shit, what song was that? It was the one right after We Moving. I don't forgot the damn name of my own song.
Sunset or
Riding my
Mirage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, that one right there. The
Mhm.
third verse, like I was gonna write a third verse, but I did more of a spoken word thing because I was like, I've never done some shit like this. So Wale
Mhm.
is one of them type of dudes that just like he doesn't get the like the praise that he
The credit.
deserves in my opinion. But you're
No,
right
for
though, man.
sure.
Like I think he is like one classic away.
Mhm. 1000%.
Yeah, same thing with Big Sean. That's how I felt about him too. Like I feel like he hasn't gotten his just due, and he's
Detroit
like
Yep.
should be
made
coming
good
out soon.
projects. Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
Yeah.
but then again, he did put out a couple projects that weren't that great, so that usually
That's
pumps
true.
up your status. Like
That's
the
Yeah.
Metro
true.
Boomin
Yeah.
project, I remember that
Come
there was
on,
like
dog.
there was
That
nothing
was a
going
big
on there
no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because he
that was a
kept
Except the
big
fast
no.
forward button. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
when he made Detroit, I was like, oh okay, Sean's in his mixtape bag again. I fuck
Mhm.
with
Right.
this because the album wasn't that great.
Right.
No.
Like he's one of those guys. He's like, yeah, you, like Fabulous. You make awesome mixtapes, but when it comes down to albums, it's not really hitting.
Right.
Like that's how I saw Big Sean.
Right.
But then he got that Kanye push. He got, he killing those Good Friday joints when they were out. He
Yup.
was killing on the compilations and shit. But then when it comes to album time, he had that
Yeah.
joint album with Janae. That
I
didn't
think
hit
I
that hard.
decided it was good.
Mm,
I decided it was
I
pretty good
decided was better. He had a couple joints on there. The
for his
moves,
albums.
yup.
Yeah.
bounce back. Like he had dope
Yup.
ones on there and shit.
What was
But
it? Jump out the window. That one was my shit. That one I
the
couldn't
one
stop playing.
get a joint with
Mm.
Eminem on there, like he was doing good. And then I think the Kendrick
Mhm.
beef in there kind of slowed it down, and people were expecting more from him. And then the fact that he didn't really go at Kendrick, I think that kind of put him down a little more too. There's
Yeah,
different
for sure.
theories about that
Yeah.
shit, but I
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like
mean, but
that got in the way.
it's hard for someone. It seemed like he was like going through like a transition in his life too. You know what I'm saying? Where it
Yeah,
was just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna separate myself from music because being from Michigan, it's just like I want to see all like everyone from Michigan succeed. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
when I don't hear Big Sean, I'm just or he when he comes out with that like they just like you said that joint with Metro Boomin, it was just like, come on,
yeah.
dog,
Lackluster.
come
Like it
on,
Yeah.
really
dog,
was, man. It
yeah.
was
Like
lacking a
this is
lot.
what we're doing. Yeah. No, I get you. 100%.
Yeah, man. All right, so
Yeah.
that's where we at with the fix. All right, so the other
Yes.
segment that we
If you
have
don't
is called
know.
If you don't know. Now, I'm
Yeah.
sure you being from Michigan and you now reside in Jersey, you know plenty of artists, and plus with the ones that you had on your album, you got
Of
plenty of
course.
artists that the world, especially the audience here, may not know about. So that's what we do this segment for. I want you to put us onto an artist, maybe a group, someone that we may not know, the fans may not know of, but you feel that we should know about because they're crazy? So who would that be?
Of course. So one of the people who I actually just stumbled upon, this dude called Rust Jux. It's RUSTEJUXX.
Oh, Rusty Jux, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like
I know
he's
about
dope. Like, yeah, he came out with a project 2020, and then there was some other, I forget the guy's name, but he came out with a project called Slim Shady, and he's basically just like he like basically what the fuck was it? He didn't really redo every song from Eminem's projects, but it was almost like an ode to him. You know what I'm saying? So damn, what's that dude's name again? Fuck.
And this isn't the Rusty Jux?
Nah, it's not him. It's another guy.
Oh, okay.
It's another guy.
Slim Shady.
Yeah, yup. The project is called Slim Shady. It came out this year.
Oh, I gotta find that one.
Yup. I'll send it to you guys. But
it's actually a Detroit rapper. Yeah, Elzai did that a couple of years back, actually, with Illmatic, and he called it Elmatic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That I love that project, man. He flipped all the samples from Illmatic and just did his own thing. And you already know, him being from Detroit, from Michigan, that motherfucker is special.
Yep.
Elzai is one of Elzai.
Do you have a song though from? Wait, so which one is if you don't know? So is it Rusty?
Rusty Jux. Yeah, you got a specific song or a project from him?
The most recent one, because like the most recent joint he came out with, it was actually not a compilation. It was like it was him and another rapper. They actually did the project together, and I had just never heard of him before, and I just like really just started going through, like, because I had never heard of any song from him as a rapper. So I was like, yo, I'm actually really feeling this shit. Actually, you know what? The project is like hydrochloric acid or something.
Oh, sulfuric acid. I'm looking at it now.
That's the joint right there. That's a dope project. Really, like I need to actually listen to it a second time, but I mean, I was pleasantly surprised by that shit.
So that'd be Rusty Jux and Zealot of FWM.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Sulfuric acid. Dope. All right.
Yep.
That's what.
That's a dope project.
All right, Rusty Jux it is. All right, brother, man. That's what it is, man. That's our two things. So, before we cap off, man, basically just wanted to let the people know where they can find you, where they can find your music. You already told us what you got coming up next in the next couple months, but where can they find you?
The best place really is my website. So that's mittmusic.com. And then also I'm on Instagram quite a bit, and I'm at the Sterling Example.
Sterling Example. We can hear many of his rants about the hoes that he encounters in his everyday life.
Okay.
That's
anytime I got the sound on it and I'm like scrolling through, I hear I'm like, okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Like,
that's what it is, brother, man.
It's Sterling time. I'm like, okay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
All right, brother, man. You already know.
For being our producer for last month.
Yes, absolutely, man.
Thank you.
You already know, brother, man. So ready, willing, and able, available on all your DSPs. Make sure to get it, copy, and make sure to listen to the old work as well. And make sure to go to Mitt Music. It's MITTMUSIC.com to check out the beats as well. I think that'll take you to the BeatStars site.
That everywhere, you can listen to my projects. I actually have a music page where people can listen to my most recent project, and then there's also a beat store as well, and then people can peruse the instrumentals too. It's all there.
Perfect. You're the best of both worlds. That's what it is. All right, Lyrical Fix. One more time, round of applause again for Spenser Sterling joining us. Y'all already know. Give him a gunshot too. Give him a gunshot while we at it. Wait, that was the actual gunshot? Wait, was that? Did I hear?
That was me. Sorry.
No, man. I know. That's it.
No,
I'm like, you got that type of sound? I was like, that's dope. They got a straight up.
I know. I have debated on getting the Kevin Hart. Pew pew. I've debated on getting
pew
that.
pew pew.
I like that.
Yo,
thank
Spence,
you again.
Thank you again for coming, bro.
Of course, it was great to see both of y'all today.
No doubt. Likewise, brother, man. Yo, stay safe out there, man.
I want that the Slim Shady shit. Definitely send that
Of course.
over. I want to hear that.
I'll send that to the IG right now.
I bet.
Let us
Thank
know,
you
brother,
so
man.
Much. Bye,
all right, brother, man. Easy to you, man.
Take it easy, y'all.